Hello. Oh my god, we've not seen each other in a while. Actually, no, it hasn't been that long. Anyway, I haven't filmed in a while. Oh. Okay, fine. I'm supposed to. Fine. To speak louder. Okay, I have not filmed in a while, but you're going to see a video I filmed like a while ago soon. Like, is it today? Like, today, the day I filmed this is the day I will upload the other one for you, and then the day I upload this is a different day. Fine, cool, we're done with that. And I'm always like weirded out when I'm filming, because like I always film like maybe today and like 2 months after today and like 2 months after all. But we are back filming again. Weird, but anyway. So what do I like? I want us to just talk, and I want this year at least I want to start putting out content that is actually like vulnerable and is a signifier of who I am, instead of just doing things on the internet that have nothing to do with the person that I am as a person. Like, if I show you just the things I've bought, like, you know nothing about me as a person, you just know things I buy, or like, yeah, whatever else I've done on this app. So we'll start with a mental health check. Clearly, I'm addicted to TikTok, but anyway, we'll talk about that later. Where am I with my mental health? I'm pretty much the same place I was the day I filmed that teary video that I was wearing the yellow top, but now I manage it better. Like, it's like, okay, I'm still falling apart, but like, you know, like the ship is sinking, but it's like sinking slower. Yeah, that's how I'd say it. And on addition to the ship sinking, I am like irritable. Everything irritates me. I feel like I'm pregnant. No, not that I am, but not that I am, but it's just everything irritates me. Like, if I ask one person like a question and you answer, it's like, nobody asked you nothing. Shut up. And like, but in everything I'm okay, and I think the pandemic is helping me like slow things down, at least, because everything then was like new, overwhelming, too much, and like just so yeah, I think the pandemic is helping it, like, yeah, like settle down, and me be able to cope with work and other things that are happening with my life. And yeah, everything sinking, but we are great. I also, in the other video I just said I moved. I never said even why I moved or anything like that, but in the other video I was talking about how I no longer stay in Pretoria. I've moved to Joburg. And what is the reason of the move? I got offered a job. Is it a job? Is it an internship? Is it a job? What is it?
Intern.
Let's
Somewhere
say
there.
Yeah, somewhere there, right? And it has to do with theology. I think you guys know that I studied theology from the other theology series I have, I guess. If you haven't watched it, I'll pop it up below. Up on top. Why would I why would I pop it up? But like, yes, and I also write, what do I do for work? I never know how to explain this, but I would say regular theological church things. I work at a church, I work there, and I do basically what they do. And you're probably asking me, do I preach? Yes. We'll stop right there. We won't go any no. And okay. Here it says the shame of my personhood being taken away from me. That's the point I wrote down, just to say, I guess for the longest time, when I studied theology for like the first year or so, I never told anyone what I was studying. I just said I study, I ignored speaking about the fact that I study at UB. I study theology. Do I like it? The main point about it was because the first thing they asked, are you going to be a pastor? Damn, in first year, I don't know. Well, here we are now. But in first year, I didn't know what I wanted to be, and that's not the only thing you can be. And I don't like the thing where people make it seem like you are at Bible study. No, that's not what we do. But anyway, so the combination of those two things I didn't like, but also the fact that after you tell a lot of people that you study theology, it now becomes a thing of like, oh, why are you wearing this when you study that? Like, people start policing what you do as a person in general because of your field of study. And it's like, okay, I get it, but stop. I for the main reasons I don't like saying what I study, because I just don't study theology, still at school. But I don't like saying I study theology or I work at church, I preach, or any of those things, because it's like now everyone is policing everything you do. It's like, oh my god, oh, why would you have long nails as this? Why would you do this as this? Like, why would you dye your hair? Why? Mind your business. If you drink water, mind your business. You will live a happier life, okay? I wanted to say it's in the Ten Commandments, but then I was like, I can't do that because now I'm like misleading. But it might as well be in the Ten Commandments to mind your business, okay? So that's the main reason why I never really was like confident enough to be like, yeah, that's like, this is what I study. Because like normally the response people give annoying, or either like, I don't like being policed. Like, don't leave me alone, let me do my thing. We'll get to the pearly gates together. I'll either get in or not. Wena, mind your own path. And then in the course of quarantine, I have like the new words that I've like been like, you know, thinking about and learned. I learned the words, and now I'm like thinking of the concept and everything that entails is the performance of holiness. I watch For Harriet. The channel is called For Harriet. Kimberly is the one that like is speaking in the channel. So she does commentary on like black things. You know, that's the way I can explain it. So in there, it was the review of the Clark Sister movie, something like that. And then she was talking about how Christian people often have this thing where their performance of holiness overshadows their like beliefs and whatever, because the whole time you're trying to upkeep this picture of like, oh yeah, I am a Christian, I've never done like God wrong for a day in my life, at least to people. But when you close in the door, everything is falling apart, because you know things are really just not that okay as we present it to be to the public and people that are non-believers. And I would really say now, not like now, I'm like, I manage like the my performance of holiness, because one, do I even have any? I don't know. I don't know. But at the same time, I really also was one of the people that shied away from like church, not Christianity in itself, church, because it just had this thing where it's like it was full of hypocrisy that was not being met with accountability, which is just like interesting. But okay, so I didn't want to like associate myself with church people, but now it's hard not to when certain days of the week you are the one who's preaching. Oh, come watch me preach. My friends, no, you still cannot come watch me preach until I know how to do it better. Then I'll invite you. So, yeah, and like it really is a thing in my life that the performance of holiness is still there and alive, and now you see it in other people, and then you're like, everyone in their own Christian journey is doing the best that they could with the information that they have, so you don't judge. But it's something that if you notice yourself doing and it's something that you find detrimental, you can change. But if you don't want to, do you? We won't police you, as we don't want to be policed. Emotionality. Like, this was just a fun word that, like, Phineas. I watch Claudia. I don't know how to say her surname, but Claudia Solinsky. I don't know. Her, I've been watching her channel religiously for a while, and she made a podcast called "We Bought a House, a Home." I don't know, but like they were talking, and then he said emotionality, and I'm like, I've never heard that word before. So I like try think about it every now and then to be like, what does that entail? But I don't think this is the right time to be thinking about emotionality, because I'm not in the right emotional space to be thinking about emotions on a regular, because you might fall apart. Because, like, remember, the ship is sinking, but it's stable. And what else? I wrote books I'm reading. Entire Woman on Audible. It's great, but it makes you, hyper aware of the injustices that are done to, like, Black women. So, like, you are like hyper sensitive at this time. So, like, it would be nice. Like, read the book if you're around a lot of just Black people. And if you're white and you're reading it, read to keep in mind to not do what the people in the book did. That's that. And then I'm also reading The 4 Essentials of Trust, and it's sitting right there. I've been reading that book from December. Why have I not finished it? It's not on Audible. Someone is not reading it out to me. When I have to sit there and be like, so Sophie went to the movies. I do have time for that. I am lazy to do it. And what other books am I reading? The Bible. But yeah, that's it. Those are the only things I'm reading. But like after this one, because I'm almost done with the with Entire Woman. I'm going to read The Cost of Love, but by Ellen DeBarton, and I just love him. And it's so sad that on the Audible book, his name won't be there. Like, his voice won't be there. And I love his voice. It's so soothing. It's so, like, I like it. And I like him. And it says routine. Routine has been things like, in the beginning of, like, quarantine, beginning of it, I was not eating. Sometimes I would not eat at all. Sometimes I'd eat once. Sometimes it was just junk food. So I did not like that thing. So I started that Instagram thing to, like, post the things that I'm eating, so that at least I am eating. Because, like, you have nothing to post if I did not eat. So, like, I was like, okay, you post the things you eat regularly so that you're eating regularly also. And then if I eat breakfast normally, I am influenced to eat other things during the day. So, like, I'm like, okay, that's a fun thing I'm doing. And also the Bible series that I have on my Instagram, because on my bullet journal I have the scripture a day thing. You've probably seen it on my Instagram. Like, I have the scripture a day thing where in a day I have to find a scripture that speaks to me on that particular day, and then write it down there, and then write that scripture somewhere and curate it to look nice to present it to Instagram. So that is what's fueling my creativity. Also, like, I'm also reading the Bible more, because I'm like, if part of your studies are to analyze the historical concept of, like, the Bible, and sometimes you have to battle with the effects it has on people and whatever, you don't read it as much. So now, part of my job is to preach. So I have to familiarize myself with its work, but not the other things that come with studying theology. So now it's just like you are head on with the Bible and nothing else, more than you are with everything else and the Bible. That's overwhelming. So like now I'm like familiarizing myself. I have a few verses that I've memorized. Last year I know none, and I'm serious. I know, like I knew none. Like maybe Psalm 23 and John 1 verse 1 and Genesis 1:1. And that's it. That was it. So now it's like, okay, I know a few. That's very exciting for me. Because I like the Bible has always been very overwhelming. So like, I have a few verses. I'm winning. What else have I been doing? TikTok. Guys, I'm on gay TikTok. I don't want to scream too loud, but I have graduated. I am on gay TikTok now. Y'all can't touch me. Y'all cannot talk to me. I am too much for you.
They need a permit.
Exactly. Everyone needs a permit to talk to. I am on gay TikTok. My hair looks nice. Look at it. It's so slicked. There was that other hairstyle I did the other time. Think about it. Guys, I am on gay TikTok. Do you understand how much work you have to put in to go onto gay TikTok and leave straight TikTok alone?
So there's two separate TikToks.
It's like, yes, in a way, yes. Like, it's like, the straight TikTok is one of the things you see on Instagram. The one you see on Instagram and like, what the, renegade, whatever, ne? And then gay TikTok, that's why I share less TikTok things now. Because like, gay TikTok is, you don't want to put the things out there that are on gay TikTok. Like, it's just, you don't want to, I don't know, it's a much better like TikTok place to be. It has witch talk, like which is like the witches of TikTok or whatever, and like the gay people doing gay things, and and what else? It's just a better side of TikTok. There are no 14-year-olds doing, I don't know what they do. Like, no, don't do that. Like, it's I had to be on TikTok since December. When did I go to gay TikTok? Just now. But I don't think it's just been now. I only realized now that how. I'm on gay TikTok. Because like I realized like I'm like scrolling. Even yesterday, like I was scrolling and then this thing came up and then it was like, oh, my girlfriend is what. And in my head I'm thinking, okay, this girl's girlfriend is thinking, and I'm like, oh my god, straight people are alive. I forget it. I'm like, oh, you guys, because like when you're in gay TikTok, it's like those are the only relationships that are there. Like you don't, yeah, that's it. So I'm extremely happy about being on gay TikTok. Do I post anything on TikTok? No. Someone followed me yesterday. Makes me very excited. And I'm binge watching Naruto, as you all know, from my Instagrams. And a few people have reached out and expressed the fact that, oh, you are so late to watch Naruto. And I'm like, how is this your business? Because I don't remember anyone telling me I'm late with watching Blacklist, which I know I am late. Because Abasi had been telling me to like watch Blacklist since 2017, and I was just there like, no, I won't like it. Now I am is it 8 seasons? No, like 7 seasons deep in it or something. I'm waiting for the new season where I get it. Yes. So I am excited about that, but like I also do not like unsolicited. Oh my god, you are so late to watch Naruto, and like people thinking this is like the first anime show I'm watching, and it's like, no, it's not. This is just the one I've loved so far. This is like, I love.
Have you watched The Last Airbender?
Yes, and I love it, but it doesn't.
I
It doesn't.
I didn't finish it.
I also did not finish it. And now I'm starting to think maybe you should go back. And I really do like it, and I'd like to see what happens later on the Last Airbender. But now it's like my boy Naruto has done, like, is on Sage Mode and can control the nine-tailed beast. So like we are very far. Like, I am very heavily invested in Naruto, and it's like it has great character development, and it's and all the boys telling me, oh my god, you're late. Oh my god, it's not even the best show. Nobody asked you. Nobody cares. I love it. I'm watching it now. I wanted to curse. But I won't. So, but nobody cares. Nobody wants your opinion. Leave me alone. And oh my god, I forgot the one that I am supposed to, like, the one that I want to watch after Naruto. But yes, and what else is happening? Did I forget certain things? Nothing much, but like if you have any videos you would like to see, please. Oh, and I'm watching Van Life TikToks also, and Van Life YouTube video. I'm heavily into Van Life and tiny homes. And tell me if you want to see my new hair products.
You're done?
Yes.
Whenever